Dude, I'm telling you, the split second, it is safe to go outside, I am sprinting to the barber shop and getting a haircut. I look like Jason. This is the longest my hair's been ever. I hate it. I hate having long hair. I might cut it myself. 200 likes, and I'm gonna cut my own hair. But what's up going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be recapping the Bears draft and how they did. I personally think they did really, really well, but they didn't have a first-round pick, which I'm telling you, since the season ended, the amount of times I've heard that the Bears don't have a first-round pick is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I'd rather have Khalil Mack, but I think with their second-round picks and everybody else, I think overall the Bears had a really, really good draft. I'll tell you who they picked, and I'm really excited about who they picked. So without further ado, let's get into my thoughts on who the Bears picked. So the Bears, their first pick was the 43rd pick in the second round, and they took tight end out of Notre Dame, Kmet. Now, I was surprised because I wanted the Bears to pick a tight end because they got rid of Trey Burton, but they brought in Jimmy Graham, and I was really, really unhappy about them bringing in Jimmy Graham. I think he's pretty washed up. He's really old, and I didn't think he didn't really do that well in Green Bay. I was really disappointed when they got him. But they actually went out and took a tight end. I wanted them to get Kmet, but I thought Cole Kmet was going to be taken in the first round. Fell to the second round. This, I think, was a great pick for the Bears. He's a really big body, goes up, catches passes, he could block really well. I don't think you could say much else about this. I think the Bears really nailed it this pick. I really like the idea of them getting Cole Kmet. I think he's gonna plug right into the offense. He will be a game one starter. Like that pick, even though I don't really like Notre Dame that much, as you guys know, this is a great pick. Welcome to the Bears, Cole Kmet. So with their next second-round pick, the 50th overall pick, the Bears took Jaylon Johnson, quarterback, corner, C-O-R-N-E-R, doesn't matter, cornerback from Utah. This guy is an absolute stud. Utah's defense was very, very good last year. They were so close to making the college football playoff solely based on their defense. They did end up losing to Oregon in the Pac-12 championship, which sucked. But Utah, Jaylon Johnson was the leader of this defense. This dude was locking up any receiver they matched up against him. Jaylon Johnson is an absolute stud. I'm really excited about this pick. I think he's going to fit in well. The Bears have a great defense, but they could maybe use another secondary piece. And Jaylon Johnson's going to fit in there very, very nicely. Great pick for the Bears. I think he's going to fit in absolutely wonderful. Jaylon Johnson is a stud. Dude's got a lot of speed. I think don't quote me on this, but I think he was in the top 10 for 40 time. I think. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But Jaylon Johnson, great pick for the Bears. So jumping all the way to the 5th round, the Bears took a defensive end out of Tulsa, Trevis Gipson. I don't know much about this guy, but I looked a little bit about him. This dude is huge. This is a big dude. I mean, I don't know how well he'll pan out. 5th round picks are really hard to judge. I mean, you could find some studs in the 5th round and guys that never see the NFL. So I really don't know what to project for this guy. I think it's going to be tough for him to make the Bears starting defense, but he'll at very least be a nice backup in case someone gets hurt. Trevis Gipson in the 5th round. They didn't have a 3rd or 4th round pick. I think this is all around, I think, a pretty good selection. So with the 163rd pick in the 5th round, the Bears took Kendall Vildor, a corner defensive back out of Georgia Southern. I really don't know what to think of this guy either. I've never really heard much about him, but I'm pretty sure he'll probably be a backup. It's nice to have good backups in case someone gets hurt. But I don't know. This guy could be a stud. He could never see the NFL, and he could be traded this offseason. I have no idea what to think about this guy, but all around, I think it was a decent selection. With the 173rd pick in the 5th round, the Bears selected Darnell Mooney, a wide receiver out of Tulsa. Now, this guy can absolutely fly. Really, really fast receiver. The Bears could probably use all the help they can get on offense. If you ask me, I think this guy will actually make the starting lineup. I looked up some of his highlights, and this guy looks like an absolute stud. Really fast, can absolutely burn past people. I think he'll be on the starting offense. Darnell Mooney out of Tulsa, I think, or no, was it Tulsa or Tulane? It was Tulane, I think. Yeah, from Tulane. I like this guy a lot. I think he's going to be a starter. I think the Bears really kind of did pretty well with these late round picks. With the 222nd pick all the way in the 7th round, the Bears took Arlian Hambright, an offensive lineman out of Colorado. This is another one where the Bears honestly could use all the offensive line help they can get. That's definitely a position of need. I mean, I don't care who it is. Anyone on the offensive line that could possibly help out, because the offensive line is atrocious. Probably should have taken an offensive lineman a little bit higher in the draft if you asked me. But, I mean, at least they got one. This is kind of one where it's like, you maybe should have taken an offensive lineman earlier in the draft, because that's definitely a big concern. But we'll see how this guy pans out. I'm going to assume he's going to be decent, but not great. I mean, you never really know what you're getting with 7th round picks, but we'll see how this guy turns out. And with the 227th pick, the Bears took offensive lineman out of Tennessee State, Lachavious Simmons. I have no idea who this is. I can't even tell you anything about him. I have no idea who this is. I mean, usually when you're drafting someone from the FCS, they gotta be pretty good, right? I mean, I have no idea who this guy is. I haven't even seen anything about him. I have no idea who this is. So I can't even tell you much about that. But overall, I think their first 2 picks were great. Kmet was a phenomenal pick. Same with Jaylon Johnson. They really hit the nail on the head with their... Those are 2 players that have first-round talent. They do. Trust me. I've seen both of them play at Utah and Notre Dame. They're both studs. I'm telling you, those were 2 great picks. The 5th round picks and the 7th round picks, I mean, not great. Wish they would have taken an offensive lineman higher in the draft instead of taking 2 in the 7th round. But we'll see how those guys pan out. Maybe they're studs. We don't know. They could also be they could just also stay on the practice squad their entire career. But we'll see. I think overall, if I had to give a draft grade for the Bears, I'll go A-. I think with the picks they had, I think they did really well. And just for, I know all of you guys are going to make fun of the Bears for not having a first-round pick. Just remember, we have Khalil Mack. He's a first-round pick. But thank you guys for watching. I really think the Bears did well. I think they're going to be a threat this year. 2 things before I leave. 1, tomorrow we will be doing the 5 winners and 5 losers from the NFL draft. I won't include the Bears, although I think the Bears were a winner in this draft. I'm not going to include them in that video. And then second, do you guys still want me to upload MLB The Show stuff? And I know I'm pretty much 100% going to resume the Northern Iowa series, since a lot of you guys have been at it. You guys have sent pigeons with messages on envelopes asking for me to bring Northern Iowa back. So we're going to do that. But you guys still want me to do MLB The Show or not? Let me know. But thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you next time. Oh, also, comment below. Who do you think is going to start for the Bears next year? Trubisky or Nick Foles?